How you doing, everybody? Well, we've had several days of storm, and mostly rain, hail, tornado within 5 miles of us. We've never had a tornado, and well, I guess it was a small one, but it still touched down. And from that, we ended up with about an inch, a little more than an inch of hail. It wasn't real big hail, but it was up to about a quarter inch in diameter. And then yesterday, it snowed lightly all day on and off yesterday. Last night, it snowed a bunch, as you can see. It's still snowing. This is still noon the next day, and we're still having light snow, and we're supposed to even get more. So that looks pretty good. We have almost a foot. In the open areas, it's probably about a foot around. But it is just beautiful out, as you can tell. We love it here when it snows. It's gorgeous out, and the power's out. So we've been on the generator about 4 hours now, and just a little bit ago I had to come out and check because we didn't hear the generator. Well, the power came back on, but then when I was out here, the power went back out. So there's over 2,000 people, I understand, out of power. Probably more than that. We talked to a friend who works for PG&E, and he says, oh, it's more than that. So there's quite a few people out. But just a little walk around, and you can see how nice it is. It is just beautiful out. Very quiet. You can barely hear the generator back there running. Yeah. Little green light on it, blinking when it's running. The green light's on all the time when it's in standby mode. But I tell you, if you never lived in the mountains in the snow, where it snows, it's really quiet. It's very peaceful. It's all the little birds get down in the bottom of the trees, flying around, and it's awful pretty out. We should be going skiing or something. Oh, there's the house. Getting ready to slide some more. We had a bunch of snow slide off the roof last night. Comes thundering on down. Anyway, just thought I'd give you a little bit of an update today. And there's the shop up there. Well, this is Sunday, the 10th, 11th, something like that. You can see it's snowing still. We got about a foot last night, which added to the 10 to 12 inches we had already. So in the open areas, it's easy 2 feet deep. And as you can see behind me, next to the truck, this whole area here in front of the shop, I had all this plowed yesterday, and it's all filled back in. One of my friends down the street had a big cedar tree fall on his garage and shop. Not good, big tree. Did a lot of damage there. We have no trees down, but there are branches that have broken off, of course. You can see how the trees are heavily loaded. Cedar trees, when they're in the thick of things, they're pretty safe. But when you've lost a lot of trees and you have a cedar tree that's been unprotected on like one side, where the branches have grown heavy on one side, let's say, and it was not too much on the other because the forest was thick, well, they load up real heavy on that one side, and down that tree comes. I've had a couple do that, the ones that are on the fringes of things, and this is what happened with my friends. He lost a lot of trees during the bug kill, and so now the trees are exposed and lopsided, and down it came. I've got the tractor warming up. and I need to get this plowed. And when it gets over a foot deep, boy, it takes me a while to plow. You can see on the house here how thick it is on the roof. There on this end, it's almost 2 feet there on the end. The upper roof has been shedding snow already, so that's a good thing. The house is very, very strong. I never ever worry about the roof on the house, never ever. And the shop has over a foot and a half, roughly. And that's a comp roof on there, and that won't slide off, and it's only 412 pitch. So the barn shedded its roof the other day. It was all cleaned off pretty much, and the barn is a steep pitch roof. It's 612, and it won't ever have a problem. It's pretty strong. I built that pretty strong. So that's what's up here. So we're on the generator. Power went out again this morning. Everybody up in this area here is out of power. It's about 168 customers right now out of power up here. Yeah. And the snow is supposed to stop here around noon, I think, though. It's only running 30 degrees. It's pretty warm. This snow is really heavy. During the week, with all the other snow we got, it was really cold. Of course, really cold for us is in the teens, and the lows were at 19, and the highs were in the low 30s to high 20s, really about 28, 29. So the snow was nice and dry and light, but now the snow got heavy, especially last night here, and a lot of it. So it could be a lot of houses damaged or buildings damaged from this kind of snow. So thank you, and I do have some other stuff to show you, so we'll get on with that. Thanks. The sun's coming out. We got it plowed and all the way out to the road, which is a ways. I should walk up there and show you that. But we got it all plowed and the sun's out, coming out. So I think it's gonna stop. And they're saying Wednesday more rain maybe. If we get rain, most of this will go away, which is be okay. But we got it all plowed and we can get in and out now. We're getting a beautiful alpenglow this evening. It's about 5:30. Sun's going down, and it will just get a little oranger as the sun gets lower. But it's just gorgeous out. This is a view off our property